What's going on, guys? How's it going? So today I've got another movie update for you guys, and unfortunately, I'm sorry for you guys, it is going to be another pretty big DVD haul. I don't know what's going on with Goodwill. They just keep getting a lot of pretty cool stuff, but I did get one Blu-ray. I'm going to show that off first just because, you know, that's what people want to see, but I did get quite a lot of DVDs. But, you know, mostly pretty good titles as well, but I did get a Blu-ray, like I said. I'm going to show that off first. The one and only Blu-ray, I didn't pick this up, my brother did. It's The Boss Baby. He just decided, why not, I'll grab it. He wanted to see it, and so I sat down with him one evening. I watched this movie, and it was pretty good. You know, definitely not the best animated movie ever, but perfectly enjoyable movie with some pretty funny moments as well. I'm gonna have to watch this movie pretty soon again because it was pretty good. Yeah, really good animation, and I'm happy that he bought this because pretty good movie. Now the rest of these are DVDs, but some pretty cool titles as well. So the first up is Who's Harry Crumb? I haven't seen this movie, but it does have John Candy in it, and I have not seen any of his movies. I got to though, because I do have quite a lot in my collection from him. I got to sit down and watch these movies sometime. But yeah, Who's Harry Crumb? Pretty cool. Next up is The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I know this movie has a Criterion release, won 3 Academy Awards, so it must be a pretty good movie. So I'll have to watch it sometime to really find out. And if you saw my last update, I got Evan Almighty, and I got the first film in that franchise, Bruce Almighty, with Jim Carrey. I only remember one thing in this movie. I watched this when I was younger with my dad. The one and only thing I remember from this movie is when Jim Carrey's in like this restaurant and he like parts the tomato soup. That's all I remember from this movie, but I'll have to revisit these Almighty movies again. And then next up, I had to get this movie because it is Chris Stuckman's favorite guilty pleasure movie of all time, Lara Croft Tomb Raider. I've seen this movie before. I know absolutely, I don't remember anything from this movie. I do remember the one scene when like they're fighting, whatever, some action scene. All I remember, but I can't wait to watch this movie like for real and sit down and watch Chris Stuckman's favorite guilty pleasure movie of all time. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to check this out pretty soon. Next up, we got Reign of Fire. I only really got this for the cast. Matthew McConaughey, Christian Bale, pretty talented people. My dad, he says this is a pretty good movie, so we'll see. Next up, my dad actually got this. He got The Secret of NIMH. He said he watched this in theaters as a child, and you know, it's an animated movie I haven't heard of, but whatever. I'll have to watch the movie to find out. But yeah, it looks pretty good, so we'll find out. And the next one up is The Fountain. I know absolutely nothing about this movie, but my dad got this, so we'll find out. And these next two titles, I'm actually really happy. I got the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, as well as Fast and Furious 6. Currently, I have the first 4 Fast and Furious movies, as well as this movie. I only need 5, 7, and 8. But this is the one I've been on the lookout for quite a while, and my dad had actually gotten this as well. Yeah, it's, you know, it's not. We've come across this before at Goodwill, and it's always been scratched. So I don't know. We'll see. I've heard this is a pretty bad movie, but you know, it's gonna be cool to collect all the Fast and Furious movies. I don't know. They'll be pretty fun popcorn films. But yeah, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drifts, and then Fast and Furious 6, which is a fairly new movie. I don't know when it came out, 2013. So yeah, you know, a few years old, but it's still, you know, it's a fairly new movie. And you know, it's Fast and Furious. What can I say? So yeah, like I said, pretty happy I got these two. I got to sit down and watch all these movies. Next up, I'm actually really happy I got this. Footloose. I've never seen this movie, but I can't wait to watch this movie because I've heard the song so many times. Now it's, you know, finally time to watch the movie. So, Footloose. Next up, I'm actually really excited to check this movie out because it's one of my dad's favorite comedies, and that is Fletch with Chevy Chase. He repeated like so many quotes to me when he got this, and yeah, he repeats so many quotes to me when I got this, and it seems pretty funny, so I definitely gotta check it out. Also, another Chevy Chase movie in the collection. Haven't seen any of his movies, but I definitely got to sometime pretty soon. So yeah, Fletch. Next up is The Monuments Men. I've heard mediocre things about this movie, but I only got this for the cast. George Clooney, Matt Damon, Bill Murray, John Goodman. Just an amazing cast right there. And it seems like a pretty interesting synopsis, so I'll have to check this out pretty soon. Next up we got is Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. I'm actually going to have to replace the case because it's got like an overnight rental sticker and like a video barcode or whatever, and the case is kind of messed up. But it's the only Pirates movie I didn't have, and now I have all four. Well, just including the fifth one that came out. But yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. Now I finally own all the Pirates movies, so it'll be pretty cool to sit down and watch those movies again. I just watched the three about a year ago, and I'll have to watch them again because now I have the fourth one. So I'm actually really excited I found this. It was actually my dad who found this, so I gotta give props to him. The Lion King 1.5. The Lion King, probably my second favorite Disney movie. I really do love that movie. And I actually didn't know about 1.5 until a few years ago, and it seems very interesting. You know, basically the Lion King story, but told with Pumbaa and Timon's point of view or whatever. So it'll be really interesting to watch this again. But yeah, so yeah, Lion King 1.5. Next up is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I actually got this movie quite a while back, also from Goodwill, but actually I decided to replace this because the old one was in like a snapper case and it just wasn't really in the best quality. This is in the normal DVD, and it's also the special edition. It's got pretty cool, Christmas light borders. I have not seen this movie. I've heard it's really good though. It's also another Chevy Chase movie, so definitely looking forward to watching it. So yeah, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Another one I got is Cars. I already do own this in my collection right here, but this is actually the full screen, this is the widescreen, and this is also factory sealed, so it's still in its wrap. Eventually when this it gets all the scratches and whatnot, I'll have a backup copy, because Cars, it's a pretty good movie. I do enjoy it. So yeah, I'm a huge Pixar buff. I love all their movies, and getting another one, just as a backup is pretty cool. So yeah, Cars. This is my most recent movie purchase. I actually just picked this up earlier today. That is It, the original, whenever this came out. I'm not sure when, but my dad watched this when, it came out, TV, whatever. He said one scene haunted him and gave him nightmares. But we were actually on a car ride, and me and my dad were talking about, Stephen King movies and whatnot, and we actually found this at a Walmart, and when we stopped. So yeah, he got It. I think it was like not $40. I think it was $4. So I'm definitely excited to check it out because The Dark Tower came out yesterday, I think. So I'll have to get into some Stephen King movies. I also haven't seen 1408. That's PG-13 as well, so I'll have to see that pretty soon. But yeah, I got my dad got It, and I'll have to sit down with him and watch it because based on the runtime, it is quite a long movie, 187 minutes long. But nevertheless, Stephen King movie, and horror movies haven't really scared me, so I'm expecting it to be scary, but I'm hoping to not get nightmares from this. So yeah, Stephen King's It. And I had to save the best for last, guys. Not really, because this is the Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn, Part 2. Thanks to this guy, I now own all of the Twilight movies. Yeah. If you guys watch my live stream, you know who that guy is. Yeah. Thanks to him, I now own all 5 Twilight movies. I'm probably never going to sit down and watch them. Maybe, slight chance. Chris Tuckman did a hilariosity review of Twilight, and it just seems freaking hilarious, so I might sit down and watch that, but beyond that, I'm probably not going to be watching any of these, but yeah, thanks to him, I now own all of the Twilight movies. So yeah, guys, picked up quite a lot of stuff. Like I said, I did get one Blu-ray. That was a Boss Baby. You know, just a lot of DVDs. I still collect DVDs. I don't really care about quality, but yeah, a lot of really cool titles, especially the Fast and Furious movies, as well as what was it? Lion King 1.5. Yeah. So half these titles were from my dad. So thank you, Dad. And yeah, I think that does it for this video. I'm kind of like stuck between what I kind of want to watch now. I usually kind of do like some sort of like series type thing. If you have any series that I have in my collection that you want to recommend to me, definitely put them in the comments below. I'd love to hear your recommendations for movies to watch, because I haven't watched one in quite a while, since I've kind of been stuck. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I'll see you guys next time.